What is going on, guys and girls? My name is James and welcome back today to Roblox. How are we doing, everyone? Welcome back, welcome back. Today, it is time once again for some brand new Bee Swarm Simulator. And today, we are getting our full-on Sherlock Holmes action. This is going to be a strange episode, but there is some method in the madness. This is kind of a continuation of last episode where we were talking about Onett trying to hire a brand new developer to help him with Bee Swarm Simulator. So yeah, this is a bit of an investigation, this one. I think you guys are going to like it. But yeah, let's shimmy on over here. 3, 2, 1. Claim the hive. How are y'all doing? Welcome back. Hopefully you guys and girls are doing awesome. Thank you very much for joining me once again here on the channel. Now, yeah. So last episode was kind of a little bit different from the stuff that we usually do. And as I just kind of mentioned, basically, in case you haven't seen the video, I will link it in the description in case you want to sort of clue yourselves up and, you know, keep you guys updated and stuff. But essentially, I think it was about a week ago now, Onett posted on the Roblox dev forums asking for some people to kind of apply for a job position on Bee Swarm to make some in-game 3D models. Now, this is a huge change for Bee Swarm. We mentioned it, we talked about it loads in the episode. I showed off the application form, the stuff that Onett was looking for, and the reason why I made that video is because in terms of Bee Swarm and how the game is developed and how the game has been developed for the past 3 years, this is a really big change. And hopefully it's going to have some really good results for the future of Bee Swarm and for future updates. So yeah, it's really good news. But today, the plot thickens. I had a message, a DM from Bee Swarm Simulator Leaks, my dude, and yeah, he basically like showed me some information. Now, this could be just completely untrue, but I think it's kind of interesting nonetheless, and we are going to see some really cool stuff in this episode. So I'll explain that all in a second, but very quickly, I just went and checked the likes from last episode. I think we did a like goal of 3,000. I literally just checked it now. It is on 3,068. We just managed to pull that off. So yeah, that's really nice to see, especially because there's not very much content on Bee Swarm right now. I just really appreciate that. So thank you so much. If we can try and go for a 3,000 like goal again, that would be awesome. Thank you so much for sticking with me. And yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode. Should we get into it? Let's do it. Let's do it. Mushroom! So, I want to start this episode by saying that anything that I'm going to say in this particular one is all just 100% speculation. I don't know any of this to be true whatsoever. I'm just piecing together a little bit of a sort of breadcrumb trail, and you know, it kind of just leads you to some really interesting things. See, as I mentioned, I don't know any secret information. I don't know that kind of stuff, but this is just stuff that's public. We're going to follow it. I'm going to let you guys decide what you think about it. It might not be true at all, but I still think it's really interesting. And we're actually going to be going into a different game. Believe it or not, it is a recreation of Bee Swarm. Kind of like a fan-made map, but it's very cool. Hear me out. Okay, so a couple of days ago, I got a message from Bee Swarm Sim Leaks, and he basically just sent this in my DMs. He said, "Hey dude, someone showed me an image of Onett Dev liking their application for the 3D modeler job. Apparently this person has been developing on Roblox since 2008. Not sure it's the only one he liked, but this person may be working for Onett soon. Apparently this person has been on since 2008. So, basically the situation is that people posted stuff on the dev forums, and then Onett may have liked a few of the posts that he saw from the people who were applying. So you might be thinking, well, maybe this was just one person of a bunch of people that replied, but if you remember from like last episode and the stuff that we talked about, there was only ever one single reply on the post before the post was locked. Now, I actually thought last episode that was just one person replying, and then that post got locked because maybe Onett found what he was looking for. But I think I recently read as well, so I'm not like a Roblox developer sort of forum type person. I have used it, I have access to it, but I'm not that good with it. But essentially, Apparently, like, the automated message when you close a post counts as one of the replies for the post. So it seems like Onett didn't really want people to be replying to him directly from the dev forums, but instead he wanted them to email him on like his whatever Bee Swarm simulator email so he could deal with things outside of that forum space. But this is where things get really confusing, because based off this picture, which was shared here by someone called ThnxCya, it clearly shows that like Onett has liked a post from the dev forums that they have shared applying for this position. So I'm a little bit confused as to what that situation is, but I was kind of curious about it because, you know, I've sort of like dealt with Roblox modelers and stuff before, you know, and I've done sort of bits and pieces to do with that, and I was kind of curious. So what I did is I just typed in the username from that Discord message. I just typed it into Twitter, and then I came across the person's profile who obviously posted that thing. So once again, seen it. Apparently they follow me. Which is awesome. By the way, if you don't follow me on Twitter, please do. That would be amazing. My Twitter handle is literally @ThnxCya. I don't spam feeds with like a bunch of random posts, but it would be cool to have you guys over there. That's awesome. But anyway, the one thing that I noticed about this is that, yeah, they follow me, which is fantastic. But their pinned tweet from March the 12th, which is literally like not that long ago, really, last month, is them talking about their map recreation project for Bee Swarm Simulator. Now, I've seen a few screenshots. The screenshot that you see right now is at the very early stages of it being made. But there is a fully playable game, which is a map recreation, which this person has posted on their Roblox account. And today we're going to visit it because from what I've seen from some of the later screenshots, it's really cool. So yeah, this is what it looks like on Roblox. It's literally called Bee Swarm Simulator Map Recreation. Don't worry, I'll link the actual game in the description of this video. If you guys want to go and check it out for yourself, please feel free to do so. And the thing is, like, we've done an awful lot of these sort of fan-made games in the past. One of my favorite series to do. I've not done any fairly recently, but I used to love going and check out all of these like fan-made recreations and ideas servers and stuff. But this one's a little bit different. And to be honest, I think that this one that you're about to see is the best version of the original map recreation that I have seen on Roblox. Let's go. So we are in, yeah, this is the same person from Twitter who posted the Discord message, who had their post on the dev forums liked by Onett as he was trying to advertise to get new modelers into the game. The likelihood is that maybe Onett saw pictures of this world, maybe he liked it, maybe that's all that it is. But if none of that is true or all of that is true, it doesn't really matter because right now, I just really want to show you guys this world. So yeah, welcome to the Bee Swarm Simulator Map Recreation Project by ThnxCya. 3, 2, 1. Look at this place! Dude! So yeah, essentially, like, this is the kind of thing that I was, a little bit curious about. We can actually roll back our character there, but essentially, like, we were talking about how Onett could potentially want to take the game of Bee Swarm and really work on trying to make it a bit more HD looking, a bit more polished, a bit more professional, and this is the reason why he posted that ad. So I think that as well as having models for Beequips and new collectors and new items and stuff, he did also mention new plants and flowers and all these kinds of things, and maybe this is something similar to what Onett is thinking for actual Bee Swarm. So yeah, it's a little bit more spaced out, it's a little bit bigger than Bee Swarm actually is, but we're going to take a little look around all the different areas. I really like the way that some of these areas look, and yeah, as you can kind of see, if we just roll over here, everything is just a little bit more, I don't know, defined. I think you've just got different texture levels for stuff. You've got these like giant honey pots that are knocked over. If we jump up here, you can see that there's lots of different multi-leveling. You've got some kind of glowing effects on certain things as well. And I actually really like it. I think it looks super clean. So obviously this project is not finished. There's still like a bunch of zones and stuff left to actually do. But it pretty much has like most of the major things that you would expect inside Bee Swarm. And the cool thing is, I mean, it looks like Bee Swarm, but it kind of just looks like a slightly, I don't know the word, a bit more polished, I guess. So when it comes to the actual game, I really, really like things that are super clean and simple like this. So for example, this is the dandelion field, the starter field, a field that you would kind of go to a bunch of different times. You would see it as soon as you start to log into the game, but just even having these really nice white particle effects, I feel like really, really lifts the dandelion field to that next sort of level of looking pretty cool. I also kind of just like the fact that these are more custom 3D modeled shapes, and I kind of think they just look a little bit more like dandelions. Nothing against Honest Dandelions, he makes a wonderful dandelion, but I don't know, man, I kind of like these. So yeah, we kind of have like more HD looking signs and stuff, a bit of sort of 3D lettering, that kind of thing. There's nothing really too crazy going on here right now. I think the one thing about this map is that the scale seems like much bigger and much spaced out. Now, what I would say once again is I do not think for a second that Bee Swarm is going to be transformed into something like this, but I just think moving forward, Onett might just be looking to kind of polish up a few different things to do with the game, and maybe this is just something that you kind of quite like to see. It might just be as simple as that. Anyway, let's keep rolling down here. As you can see, everything's kind of spaced out, but we have the mushroom field with kind of like realistic looking mushrooms. And the one thing that I really like about it, quite simply, is just having these ledges with just a little bit more sort of depth, I suppose. They just look cool. And then here we go, boom. We have the clover field. Oh, look at this. Ooh, that looks cool in there. One sec. Look at all these clocks. Look at this. It's the wealth clock. And what's down here? Whoa! Yeah? Honey storm? Okay, I really like that. Look at the clouds. Look at the little honey things. Little honey tokens. Honey pot. There's a really cool looking cave here. Dude. Is this the commander commander chick? This is cool. So I'll give you guys my opinion on what I think in general right at the end of this video, because I do have some thoughts as to, would I want Bee Swarm to look like this? Would I not want it to look like this? But I thought I'd just kind of show you around the rest of this. So yeah, the one thing that I really like, as I mentioned, is there's just a little bit more definition between like the zones, like the upward bits, the downward bits. You have here some more really cool particle effects. You've got some bubbles coming out of the blue flowers for some reason. I guess it's probably because it's close to the blue HQ. You've got these nice little bubbles here. I wonder if there's a king beetle. Huh! Is there a king beetle? No. Okay, no king beetle. Yo, look at the bamboo field. I really like the bamboo field as well. All of these like rocks. The spider field looks really cool. You've got some like webs, some 3D webs with a bit of definition to them, just sticking out the walls. Very nice. And look at the mountain. I think the mountain is probably one of the coolest features about this fan-made zone. I really, really like this. Look at the vicious bee like platform. That looks like a proper ominous thing, man. Don't you think that's cool? I think that's so cool. It looks like a proper area that Vicious Bee would live. We've got a strawberry field, and a really nice touch here is that it has like the white flowers that are on the strawberries before the strawberries come, and the bees come and pollinate and stuff. So that's just a really, really nifty little touch. But then when we go up here, I don't think there's a whole amount done in this particular area. Yeah, sort of it's kind of a work in progress. But yeah, the Riley bee looks kind of nuts. Should we go and visit that? Ooh. Oh, there's rainbows! Look at this! So we've got, for some reason, this is not Black Bear. It's definitely the Riley bee. But yeah, we've just got these random things like spewing fire, obviously, because, the Riley bee is a red bee, and there's kind of like a battle between fire and sort of ice, I guess, going on, sort of in the subtext. So that's pretty awesome. Is that a pumpkin up there? Oh, it's a pepper. Okay. Dude, all right, let's go this way. Is there anything up here on the mountaintop? No. Okay, mountaintop still has yet to be completed. And then obviously everything down here with the pineapple and, the stump field and stuff, that still hasn't been done just yet either. So I think we've only really got one more thing left to look at in this particular world. Flowers have a chance to pop bubbles, stuff like that. Yeah, we want... Is that what I think it is? Yes, it is. This meme kind of died. It was magical for about a week. And then the stick bugging finished. But it was glorious when it lasted. Yeah, let's see if we can actually get up to the Star Hall. I don't know if we're going to be able to do it. Oh, is the Ant Challenge done? No, I don't think the Ant Challenge is done just yet either. How do we get up to... Oh, okay, we can go this way. I don't know if this was intended, but this is the way we're going to go. Ooh, look at these gumdrops. They look cool. Yeah, let's go and check out. Let me try that again. Ah, there we go. Whoa. Wait, did you guys see that? Wait, it's really like blue as soon as I jump in here. Whoa, are you kidding? Wow, that's cool. I've not seen that before. Wait. So it's like really sunny, and then as soon as you like pass this threshold, the sky goes like green. And this, I guess, is their recreation of the star hole. Huh. I really like that. Look how pretty that is. Dude, okay. So yeah, unfortunately, I think that's probably about it for this particular sort of little tour and stuff. So as I kind of mentioned at the very beginning of the video, I do not want anyone to think for a second that this is like confirmed 100% officially that this is Onett's brand new modeler. I think this might quite simply be a case of Onett saw this and he was like, you know what, that's cool. But I think that's kind of interesting because that was on like the dev forums, maybe this is the kind of thing that he's looking for. You know, maybe in some small aspects. I don't think he wants someone to completely design the game from the ground up, but I can see a few things which I could pick out of this test world, which I think would fit really, really nicely inside Bee Swarm. Especially, I think these kind of like plinth areas, I think these look so good. And, you know, all of the layers and the dynamic layering and stuff, I really think that this looks so much cooler than just, you know, the sort of the things that we already have in Bee Swarm. But I guess this is kind of my point as well, is the fact that Bee Swarm has been the same way for 3 years. So I think it might be a case of, do you really want Bee Swarm to change that much? And I guess that's the answer and, you know, the question that I would kind of want to ask in this episode. Now, I'm not saying that it is going to change, and I'm not saying that it's going to change into this, but potentially, if you could give Bee Swarm a 100% full HD remake with brand new modeling across the entire game, would you want it? Or do you think that the way that Bee Swarm looks is part of its charm, and that's the reason why you like it? I don't know. I'm kind of undecided, to be honest, myself personally. I think I'm growing very, very attached to the map and the way things look. But I do think that moving forward, maybe just even some small improvements to like the flowers and, you know, the mushrooms and the bamboo and stuff like that. I think that could look really cool. And I'm not going to lie, I really like these rocks too. I think they look awesome. So yeah, unfortunately, I think that is going to be about it for this episode. So yeah, just kind of a little bit of a Sherlock Holmes one. We could be completely and utterly, ultimately wrong with everything that we have said. This could literally just be someone who loves Bee Swarm that's made a map and Onett's seen it and he's been like, that's cool. But who knows? There's not many clues. And right now we're trying to find out what Onett is thinking about the game. I want to see what he's thinking. We want to see what's new on the game. We want to see what he's going to be making next. So yeah. Bit of fun, just a bit of fun. But I really like this. So yeah, really cool map. Great job. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next episode. So until then, thanks and see ya.